What is up, fellow bench warmers? This is your daily Fantasy Quickie. Alright guys, happy Sunday to everyone. Hope your fantasy teams are doing well today. Of course, tingnan natin kung ma-upload natin to. Medyo maayos yung internet ko kasi nakikigamit ulit ako ng internet. So kasama pa rin natin si Com. Si Com naman is nagsha-shopping pa yata eh.
Naka-audio. Nag-shopping.
Oo, mukhang malaki-laki ang kinita sa DFS. Napa-shopping na yata eh.
Wala, talo nga eh. Talo sa DFS eh.
Hindi pa naman ubos yung unang panalo eh.
Gamitin ko na, baka kasi hindi ko
baka maubos, hindi ma-enjoy.
Oo, hindi ma-enjoy.
Alright, so let's get down to the quickie natin today. Big news on the injury front, no? Caris Levert, when everyone thought na parang mukhang malabo na maglalaro this season, mukhang he is getting closer to a return than many of those na matagal na nating hinihintay.
Sa Indiana at least, oo. Mukhang mauna siya than TJ Warren and sino ba? TJ Warren. Mauna siya definitely than TJ Warren. Mukhang sure yun. Mauna siya.
Hindi. Parang baka mauna pa to than JJJ or Kevin Love.
Hindi naman. Actually, ang update sa kanya is malapit na siyang mag-practice ng contact practice.
Okay. So mukhang at least that's good news from the from the Caris Levert update, no? Kasi parang from the, a health perspective ni Caris Levert, that's good news kasi he's close to returning.
Oo, mukhang close to returning. Ang feeling ko baka end of March may chance na maglaro. More or less mga ganun na nakikita.
End of March. So pwede nyo, if you stashed him, congratulations na na-stash nyo siya.
I-ano lang muna natin sabihin natin kung saan natin nakuha yung update. It's from a reporter of the Pacers. And ang sinabi niya na TJ Warren looks months away pa. Months with S.
Okay. So nagpa-practice pa lang. So may possibility na he won't really play as much.
Hindi. Si TJ Warren ang months away.
Si TJ Warren.
Oo. Si Levert, baka daw March.
Closer.
Baka laro na. March.
Sometime March. Okay. So hindi natin alam kung when March, pero at least closer. That means he's closer to a return than TJ Warren. So I think TJ Warren is a safe drop na eh. At this point.
TJ Warren,
safe drop na to. Alright, so yun, that's the so again, if you're Caris Levert, if you're holding on to Caris Levert, congratulations. Mukhang magpe-pay off yung pag-hold mo. And then with Caris Levert returning, possible return, syempre may impact dyan. Sina Justin Holiday, I would assume, would be impacted. Maybe not immediately, pero eventually.
Eventually, I think possible. Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, mga yan, pwedeng ma-affect yan.
So, and McDermott, kung merong umaawak sa inyo na McDermott, baka ma-apektuhan din yan. Pero,
yung McDermott talagang affected yan.
Oo.
Oo.
Pero abangan pa rin natin when si Levert comes back, kasi syempre alam naman natin it's a major injury. Still have to see how he would be. Diba? Ride nyo lang yung mga players that you picked up, especially sina Justin Holiday, and then tingnan nyo na lang when Levert comes back kung ano yung type of minutes he gets before dropping him. Kasi medyo maganda rin pinapakita ni Justin Holiday. It's not top 60, top 70 value most of the time. Low end, wala lang kasi masyadong turnover and good field goal and free throws.
Pero they have to remember na new team to for Caris Levert.
Yeah.
Diba?
New team and new teammates, new system. So hindi rin natin alam how he would be integrated to this.
Yes.
So yun, Caris Levert update, and then some updates on the Timberwolves rotation to binabantayan natin kasi there are lots of possible fantasy relevant players here na pwedeng pag-unahan to. not really could make or break your team, pero could be a big help towards the end of the season.
Today was the first game na wala si Beasley.
Yeah.
And I'm very disappointed because hindi sinart si Jaden McDaniel.
Inexpect ko na yun eh. Josh Okogie talaga eh.
Oo nga eh.
Injured si Culver, di ba?
Injured si Culver.
Parang medyo naisip ko na baka si Okogie nga yung start kasi medyo siguro seniority. Ewan ko rin kung seniority or who's played longer. Pero yun, Josh Okogie started. McDaniels hindi masyadong gumawa.
Hindi masyadong gumawa.
Hindi rin masyadong naglaro.
15 minutes lang ang nakuha ni Josh McDaniels, which is really, really low for me. Lalo na wala si Beasley.
Add ba dapat si Okogie?
Hindi. Si Okogie, hindi talaga pang fantasy. Hindi pang fantasy Okogie. Nakita ko, some people have been adding Jalen Noel. Kasi he came off the bench, pero he played 20-something minutes and played pretty well. And he's been playing well actually. Shooter kasi to eh. Si Noel. So, I think Noel can be a speculative add. Pero si McDaniels, mukhang move on ako muna. Kasi hindi ko mahihintay yung ganong situation eh. Diba? Kasi wala na si Beasley. That's a good scenario for him. Pero hindi siya nalaro. Hindi rin siya nag-perform. Tomorrow they have another game. So pwede nyo hintayin. Pero if it's the same thing, wala na.
One good sight to see is yung si Jared Vanderbilt, yung a player we are quite high about in the past few weeks.
Yes.
Gumawa ulit today. So let's see. I think magiging concern siguro dito consistency. Kasi gumawa naman siya 2 games ago. Then hindi siya gumawa last game. Today medyo gumawa. So we'll see kung ano. He also got 30 minutes yata eh.
Hindi, pero si Vanderbilt got 23 minutes only actually.
23 lang pala.
Pero 12 points, 13 rebounds, something like that yung performance niya eh. So which is very good. My advice talaga is Vanderbilt is a must-add. I don't care kung 12-team league kayo or anything. Kailangan nyo kunin si Vanderbilt kasi he has solidified his starting position at the power forward.
Yeah.
And perfect siya with Kat. Perfect siya. If you watch them, perfect yung combo nila with Kat.
Yeah. And wala ka ring worry about rest. In fact, baka rest of the season, he's gonna be a stud towards the end.
I-add ko lang si Naz Reid. Kasi syempre, people were adding him left and right when Kat was out. Tapos nung bumalik si Kat, dinrap na yan eh, diba? But actually, Naz Reid is a very good stash also. So sa Minnesota, for me, sa mga young players, Vanderbilt and then Naz Reid yung pangalawa ko. At this point, yun ang dalawang mukhang pwedeng i-stash.
Alright, so yun. Naz Reid. And stash niya. Vanderbilt, sure ako marami ako na-add na Vanderbilt, thankfully. So, nakalaking tulong. Alright, Nerlens Noel got 41 minutes.
Oo, ang story
real or
dito,
is this a fluke or is this a trend?
No, it's not a fluke kasi Taj Gibson got injured today. He sprained his ankle. He's probably gonna be out a while or at least until the All-Star. Ayaw gamitin ni Tibbs si Toppin eh. Kasi siya na lang natitirang big man nila eh, si Obi Toppin. So ako naman, it's not a fluke in that Tibbs will try to play Noel until kaya niya, di ba? Until magkakalyo na yung mga paa niya. Pero I'm monitoring Toppin only if sakaling hindi kaya ni Noel at ma-move down yung minutes niya, mabigyan si Toppin ng 20 minutes. For mga deep leagues, baka pwede niyong i-monitor mabuti yun, yung situation na yun.
Yeah.
Kasi wala na silang big man eh.
Yeah.
So, although si Randall, alam ko, will definitely be a big riser because of this. He will increase his minutes at the 5 and all those things. Pero syempre, may power forward pa, may ganyan pa. So syempre may mga minutes na ma-open up.
Yeah. So yun, bantayan natin yan, minutes ni Nerlens. Pero and hopefully he can keep himself healthy kasi yun naman yung pinaka-problem sa kanya health-wise. Speaking of health, sa Spurs, DeRozan played. Well, it's not really health-related pero he played today, played really well. Double-double, 32 points and the usual efficiencies, 1 turnover lang, 11 assists. So, hopefully na roster niyo siya. Medyo biglaan din, no? I think a few hours before the game, medyo na-decide na he would play. And then si LaMarcus, we were talking about yesterday, I think as well, na he is coming off the bench. He played well today.
For real na yun. And we said yesterday we like him off the bench better. And we're happy na medyo tumama tayo doon. Kasi today, he had 22 points.
Yeah.
5 rebounds. So, makikita mo yun eh. When he plays off the bench, basically, totally, timeshare sila ni Potel.
Yeah.
And perfect for Marcus yung bench kasi kalaban niya talaga kung hindi maliliit kasing bagal niya eh.
Hindi, bench rin. I mean, he is, kasi ang upside ni LaMarcus, starter talaga yan eh, di ba? So, yung experience niyan, medyo angat pa rin versus bench players. So,
kumbaga, pinakain niya yung mga bench players ng kalaban.
Lamang talaga siya pag off the bench siya. So, good news yan for LaMarcus Aldridge owners. Like me, na mukhang at least medyo gagawa na. Lalo na ngayon, kailangan ko kasi, yun nga, yung Anthony Davis ko nawala na. So, good news yun for me. Other good news, big risers, Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. Ito, they've been winning.
Hindi, teka lang, Jay. Ko lang si Kevin Love.
Yun, si Kevin Love,
Yun nga, may update na hindi siya lalaro until the All-Star.
Di ba?
Hawak mo ba to?
Merong leagues, yes. Kaso wala na rin ako kasi mapulot eh. So parang nasa injured list na. So
nafe-feel ko kasi yung pag sinabi ko si Kevin. Nafe-feel ko yung anticipation mo eh.
Wala na ako expectations kay Kevin.
Hindi, pero nakikita mo yung anticipation parang lalaro na. Tapos sasabihin ko na may bagong update lalaro na. Hindi, bagong update na hindi daw siya lalaro pa rin.
Hindi, I think meron ka bang Kevin Love?
Wala.
I think I can speak in behalf of all Kevin Love owners out there. Ang only update na gusto namin marinig is maglalaro na siya. Not yung malapit na. Kasi most likely yun lang hinihintay namin eh.
This is bad, no? This new update is not good kasi he was supposed to be playing already by now. And to be kept out until the All-Star means na he's far from
playing.
Siguro hindi kinaya kasi nagpa-practice na siya eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So there's setbacks. Definitely there's setbacks. There's sore this, sore that. So
setbacks or I think baka out of game shape talaga.
Ako for owners, I don't believe I think he's gonna play pa rin naman this season, but I don't believe he can play prolonged games this season. So, kung maka 15 games siya going forward, dapat magpasalamat natin. So, yun na lang yung...
Kung maka 25 minutes siya, dapat pasalamat na rin tayo.
Mukhang ganun.
Pero tingnan natin. Actually, kung ako, I'll probably stay away from him na eh. Tignan nyo rin, kung may value siya sa trade market, pero I don't think he is worth the headache. And he will be most likely a headache to owners. Si Kevin
Larry
Love.
Nance, guys. Larry Nance.
Oo nga, yung Larry Nance hindi ko na-pick up eh kasi
basta Larry.
Saan ko ilalagay? Sino i-drop ko for him eh? Saka ang dami ko rin injured dun sa isang team. Anyway.
Wizards na tayo.
Wizards. Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook playing really well. Actually, Bertans still played well today
Yes.
So,
hindi ko pa sinulat kasi baka mausog.
Oo, pero
yung munang usugin.
Well today, although they were against Minnesota lang yata eh. So
pero I was asked a question, I will ask you. Who do you want rest of the season? Si Bradley Beal or si Zach LaVine? Right now, given all this situation. Ano ba sagot mo dun?
Bradley Beal.
Okay. Ako kasi sinabi kasi niya the question was phrased na yung mas safe daw. So I went with LaVine. Pero tama ka. Actually ngayon after I looked at the records, 1480 ng Washington Almost 500% na di ba? Nasa, na siya So, sa East, halos pasok mo sa top 8 yan eh.
Yeah.
So right now, parang close na sila sa Chicago eh.
Ang East yata, parang top 2 or 3 lang yata yung above 500 eh.
Oo, top 2 or 3 lang above 500. So, parang nawawala na yung risk involved eh, di ba?
Oo.
With Bradley Beal, with the rest, with the shutdown. So,
yeah, I think with Beal and Westbrook, they have a chance kasi they have 2 legit stars eh. Diba? So they have a good chance to, if you look at the East, Miami has 2 legit stars. Chicago doesn't have much, diba? Parang Lavine lang talaga. So baka may slight advantage pa rin sila over some of the teams there in the long run kasi they have star players. And alam naman natin the NBA is a superstars type of league. Eh. You really need to have at least 1 or 2 stars to really win. And yung bench, yung role players naman ng Washington are not hindi rin bulok. I mean, they're not as bad as people portray them to be nung start ng season. So I think medyo maganda yung Bradley Beal situation and Russell Westbrook. And yun
Westbrook.
Yung trade rumors naman about Bradley Beal, I think talagang hinipe up lang eh. Pero
Wala na yan.
Wala na. Plus, I don't think Bradley Beal really wanted out. Frustrated lang talaga siya and the media bit into it na parang frustrated siya. He might want to get out of there. Pero in reality, he's said it a lot of times na he doesn't want to leave Washington. So, I think
good for him.
May truth in that as well. So, yun. Beal and Westbrook. Michael Porter Jr. Nako. Kunin ko sana to in one of a trade.
Happy ako dito. Nakakatawa na na-connect yan si MPJ at si Bill. Pinagsunod natin. Kasi sila yung rumored to be traded eh. If ang rumors, if Washington continued to lose, talagang wala na this season nila, they would offer Bill to Denver, which sabi Denver would accept that. Pero ngayon wala na yan. So ang maganda lang for me kay MPJ, wala si Millsap, wala si Jamaical. He's been playing a lot of small ball, power forward position. It has improved a lot his game. Yung confidence niya bumalik. And I'm not afraid of trade rumors. Kahit ma-trade yan. Pag na-trade yan, lalo pang maganda for him.
Yeah.
Yun na lang guys. Kaya huwag kayo natakot sa trade rumors about Michael Porter Jr. Pag ma-trade yan, putok yan. Baka ewan ko kung top ilan value.
Yeah, pero currently he's closing into top 100, alam ko.
Yes. Mukhang saka he's been shooting the ball better na ngayon.
Yeah, so sabi nga namin, we are quite high on Michael Porter. Medyo disappointing lang yung start, pero hopefully tuloy-tuloy na. Colin Sexton ng Cavaliers. Ito, feeling ko to Colin Sexton medyo underrated in terms of fantasy. For the reason that he's in a not so good team. Tapos parang people think that he's all about points lang. Pero he gives you good field goal naman eh.
Yung field goal niya has improved. Lately has improved. Ang problem lang niya kaya siya wala sa top 100 right now. So 100 something siya. 102, 103 is dahil sa turnovers. Medyo mataas ang turnovers nito eh. So yun ang dahilan kung bakit wala siya sa top 100. Pero for me right now, if you're not really scared of turnovers, I think okay siya for you. Pero if guys want to be more efficient yung team nyo, you can trade. Ngayon yung pinakamagandang time to trade because it's been very hot. Since bumalik siya from the injury ngayon, is up. So, maganda ngayon i-trade siya.
Wait, so at this point, you feel na you should sell your Colin Sexton kasi medyo maganda yung value niya.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Kasi medyo nag-choppy ka doon a bit eh. So, baka naputol ng konti. Okay, so yun. Colin Sexton played really well. So, he's playing well. I mean, sa Cleveland naman, it's all about Colin Sexton. Wala na other players. Alright. Punta tayo sa worry players muna. Seth Curry. What the F player of the day?
What the F? 1 out of 13. What the F? Talaga. Ano bang nangyari dito kay Seth? COVID happened. Pero
ano ba to? Drop or keep?
Hindi, keep. Keep yan. Ako, confident pa rin ako kay Seth Curry. I think he's still gonna be okay. Medyo slumping lang.
Yeah, well, yun, medyo slumping. Pero sana naman wag yung 1 out of 13.
Pero
sakit yung 1 out of 13 eh.
Walang Tobias eh. So,
well, yun pa isa, pero 1 out of 13, biruin mo. For a high-level player, medyo, well, it happens for shooters. Ganun naman talaga eh. It really happens for shooters. Pero, yun nga, hopefully he improves on the shooting and he gets more consistent stat line kasi medyo hindi maganda yung stat line niya. Since COVID happened, diba? Diyan pa ba si Comment na nawala yan? Alright, next worry player natin, Ricky Rubio. Ako, I own Ricky Rubio in a couple of my leagues eh. Worry tayo dito kay Ricky Rubio because of yung performance niya and yung blowout games. A lot of times Minnesota is being blown out of the game, kaya medyo
yun, nandito na ako.
Ayun, Ricky Rubio.
Ako. Ricky Rubio. Nako. Paano ba yan?
Wala eh. Puro blowout eh. Minnesota. Yun yung pinaka-problem dito kay Ricky Rubio. Ang pinaka-problem din kay Ricky Rubio, pagdating ng towards the end of the season, baka ito yung mga unang masya-shutdown na player.
Hindi ko nakikita yun eh. You know why? Feeling ko kasi wala silang any other point guard.
Yeah, medyo choppy si
develop. Really see that the Angelo Russell is more na ganun yung
ano yun? Medyo nag-choppy kay.
Hindi, feeling ko mas hindi siya masya-shutdown kasi wala silang ibang point guard na dine-develop.
Sa bagay.
So,
pero they have young players eh.
So,
sina McLaughlin.
Shooting guard eh.
Hindi, sina
kasi
McLaughlin.
Okay siya, pero feeling ko hindi na starting point guard material na hinahabol. So, mas hindi ako ganun ka-worried. Pero possible yun. Possible siyang ma-shutdown.
Oo.
Possible.
Pero right now, he is playing okay. Hindi naman siya bad. Pero do you think he is a drop or keep pa rin?
Keep ako kay Rubio. Hindi, keep ako kay Rubio. Kasi starter pa rin siya. Saka, slow. Alam natin second half, umarangkada yan eh. Gumagawa yan second half of the season. So keep yan for me. Keep yan definitely for me.
Okay, Ricky Rubio. And then Michael Carter Williams. Drop na?
Drop yan.
Cole Anthony malapit na. Most likely.
Yan, drop na yan.
Most likely after the All-Star break, balik na si Cole Anthony.
Si Michael Carter, wala namang ginawa eh. Actually, as a starter, wala naman talaga siyang ginawa eh. Kumbaga, naglaro lang.
Ang value lang ni Michael Carter.
So I think he's a top red.
Ang value lang ni Michael Carter early on was when Fournier was out. Nung bumalik na si Fournier, medyo nawala na siya.
Oo, totoo yun. Pagbalik ni Fournier, nawala na siya. So, I think it's a safe drop.
Alright, so huwag na tayo mag-dwell masyado dyan. I think he's not worth our time. Much of our time. Doon na tayo sa waiver pickups natin. Waiver wire na natin. Jalen Brunson. Ano ba to? Jalen Brunson is an ad eh. Matagal na. Dapat na-add nyo na yan. Pag nandyan pa yan sa league nyo, you should go pick him up already. Napag-usapan na rin natin yan before. Pero ito interesting for me, Isaac Okoro. Parang he's slowly heating up, slowly becoming a good fantasy player.
Oo. Kasi he's been shooting better. At saka hindi lang shooting better, he's been more confident in taking the shot. Kasi pag panoorin mo si Okoro, maraming beses hindi niya talaga tinitake yung open shot. He's hesitating yung tipong ayaw niya tumira.
Yeah.
Yun yung problem.
Ang pinakagusto ko rin kay Okoro, he doesn't just offer you shooting or scoring di ba? May other rin, may rebounding, may konting rebounding, may steals. Actually, in defense, maganda.
Maganda yung steals and blocks. Tingnan niyo yung performance niya lately. Sobrang ganda. Sa steals and blocks. So yun. It's an ad for me.
Add or hold nyo na yan. Medyo ride him out. Tignan nyo na kung habang mainit. So, ride him out. Bruce Brown ng Nets. Mukhang...
Bruce Brown ng Nets. Pag-usapan ko lang si Nick Claxton, no? Kasi nasa Bruce Brown na rin tayo.
Sige.
Si Claxton, nagulat ako kanina, he got almost the same minutes as Andre Jordan.
Okay. Which is ilang minutes?
I don't know if it's matchup based or anything. Pero if that's gonna happen, masama yun for DeAndre.
Yeah. So si Nick
DeAndre got
Claxton
16 minutes only Nick Claxton got almost the same number of minutes. So that's not good.
Okay.
Hindi. For me, hindi.
Hindi pa add. Si Claxton, hindi pa add.
Nick Claxton assistant. In-add ko siya, pero I dropped him again after seeing kanina yung situation. I think kaya si Bruce Brown ang dapat talagang safer add.
Kasi medyo safer yung role niya. Basta walang KD, I think safe si Bruce Brown.
Yes.
Yun. And since si KD, nabanggitan natin, won't be playing until the All-Star break or hindi natin sure if after the All-Star break kung maglalaro rin siya. You just ride him out habang wala yung si KD na yun. Alright, Monte Morris ng Denver. Sige, you were saying.
Monte Morris low end lang naman siya low end player, pero he's gonna give you assists, steals, and 1 3-pointer a game. Wala si Gary Harris, so you have to monitor that. As long as Gary Harris is out, I think he's okay. He's okay as a stopgap player. Parang
si Campazzo ba drop ba or hold?
Campazzo, hindi. Ako hold ako until Gary Harris doesn't come back. Campazzo is a hold for me in 14 team leagues. Somehow he's getting the minutes. Gustong-gusto siya niya Gustong-gusto siya ni Mike Malone for some reason.
And and para tong McConnell rin may steals and assists.
May steals, may assists. No, isang araw naka 2 blocks pa. Ewan ko paano. Pero hindi ko talaga alam paano nangyari yung 2 blocks na yun. At sino yung sinupal niya. Pero may 2 blocks siya. So yan.
Alright.
Bonus.
So yun, that's it for our waiver wire pickup. Most of these players malamang wala na sa free agent pool nyo, but if you are thinking about whether you're gonna just stream them or drop nyo na for another free agent, maybe you should think about it first kasi it looks like they can get consistent minutes and consistent production, diba? So yun naman yung gusto rin natin. So ito yung mga yung mga pag tinanong sino ba dyan yung safe rest of the season, baka slowly sina Isaac Okoro maging safe yan for the rest of the season. I think of all these, baka Jalen Brunson and Okoro siguro yung medyo on the safe side. The rest, Bruce Brown, Monte Morris, eventually mag-drop din yan later on. So yun, that's it.
Safe side si Okoro.
Si Brunson. Tingin ko Brunson medyo safe na rin. No.
Unless may trades. I'll have to wait until mangyayari.
Yeah. So yun. Yep, that's it for our daily fantasy quickie. Medyo nag-choppy ng konti, but I hope we got through it and hopefully medyo maayos pa rin yung nakuha nyo pa rin yung information that was na binigay namin. No? So we'll sort this out. Hopefully ma-upload ko to sa video kung ma-render ko in time while I am here. And yun, pero pag wala, we'll still go with the audio-only format sa Spotify or Apple Podcast. So just tune in there. Alright? We'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Fantasy Quickie. Tomorrow is Judgment Day of Week 10. So pretty much the conclusion of the halfway point of the NBA fantasy season. So good luck to your teams and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.